And then when they're looking at who to kick off the show, they can cut back to this episode and go, see, he was just trying to win The Bachelor. And I'm like, yeah, of course I was. Of course I want to win The Bachelor. I don't want to find love. You think I'm there to find love? Bro, I'm there for the wrong reasons. I'm absolutely there for the wrong reasons.
You're listening to Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers with your hosts Greg, Behrendt, and Kane, Holloway.
Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the podcast. Hello.
Yes, hello, welcome to
Uncle
the show.
Leo. Hello.
Hello. They became friends.
Uncle
like
Leo.
Equals. Uncle Leo. Wasn't I always a good uncle?
I've watched too much Seinfeld. Seinfeld.
I had it on before we started the show.
Yeah, it's right there on Netflix. It's so easy just to dig in.
Yeah, my buddy Jay called me. He goes, "Hey man, when you were staying at my place and you were doing work, that background noise you had, and I have like a few things, and I go, is it that chill hop music?" And he goes, "No." And I go, "Was it when I was watching The Bachelor?" He goes, "No, it's when you had Seinfeld on." I get so much shit done having Seinfeld on in the background. It's like a real motivator.
Yeah, it's good. It. Yeah, it's so good. It's comforting. But anyway, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
You're probably too young to even really have watched Seinfeld, so I apologize.
Yeah. And then to all those people who watched it in real time, wasn't it great? All right, moving on. So we got quite a show. We got some listener question submissions, and Greg got some messages.
Yeah, people have been messaging me, which I appreciate. Thank you for making me feel like I'm part of the podcast.
Yes. I think people are afraid to message you.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, you are an intimidating guy.
No, you just told me something private off air, and I just shut you down.
I was hesitant to say it, not because of your reaction, just because I was like, maybe I should just wait until after the show. But then I was too caught up in my own feelings that I thought, no, I'll do it now. And then you run me into the ground, and I'm like, okay, great, let's start the show. What a good friendship we have. Anyway, so before we get to everything, we both watched the Women Tell All of The Bachelor.
And the Women Tell All. And did you watch Fantasy Suites?
Wait, that was already out?
Fantasy Suites was last night.
Oh my God, I missed it. I thought it was
epic. It's epic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought that was next week.
No.
Holy shit.
It was last night.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it next week because we can't talk about it now.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay, good. Okay,
But
cool.
the Women Tell All made me think I would want to date any of these women.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were all so nasty.
Yeah, they all hated each other. They talked over each other. Except for I think her name's Erin or Evelyn or something, the blonde that has ADHD that like seems to always be very composed.
Kate.
Her name's Kate.
Yeah.
I'm way off then.
Yeah.
She's the only one that has her composure. Everyone else is losing their shit to try and talk shit about everybody else,
so they can get paradise.
Yeah. Yes. They just want to be.
So
on
also,
Paradise.
they can get on Bachelor in Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
But they were nasty. They were nasty to, like, Shanae is terrible.
Yeah.
The girls were nasty to her, and when she walked up to sit down for her hot seat, one of the girls said, "Look at your ass," and then the other girl goes, "It looks like you're wearing a diaper."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really rough.
Yeah, they're cold-blooded on that show.
Yeah, there's no women got women's backs on that show.
No,
It's
everyone.
It's not a show for female empowerment.
Absolutely not. Because at any point they turned on Clayton, they turned on each other. No one was right. Yeah, everybody got some semblance of their own comeuppance. And when they're screaming at each other, they also don't look great. They all look chaotic.
No, and I can't imagine how many times people use the word bitch.
Oh my God, yeah.
There was a lot of that.
A lot of bitch flying around in that room.
Yeah, a little disappointing.
Yeah, and then Clayton sat there very stoically, like he does at every single time he's on camera. He just sits there and takes it. I'm surprised he didn't get up and take a minute, because he's always getting up and taking a minute. He doesn't know what to say when these ladies are yelling at each other.
Well, he's got to let his thinker work.
He's got
it's so slow.
The hamster is fat and tired in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. It made me really think about going on that show in the next couple of years. And I'm really, I think I'll be great. If anybody's going to be able to handle the chaos, it's this guy. It's this guy right here. Yeah.
I literally just bought a book called How to Win the Bachelor.
Cool.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, give it to me. And then when they're looking at who to kick off the show, they can cut back to this episode and go, see, he was just trying to win the Bachelor. And I'm like, yeah, of course I was. Of course I want to win the Bachelor. I don't want to find love. You think I'm there to find love? Bro, I'm there for the wrong reasons. I'm absolutely there for the wrong reasons. I'm going to play the game. I'm going to break some hearts. I'm going to kick a guy down a hill.
I need to pick up a serious amount of Instagram and TikTok followers.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can't always be cutting my own wrists and getting tattoos to satiate the masses out there. Okay. I'm going to have to tell some guys they're douchebags and how I'm going to be that guy who walks in and starts making up rumors about other guys to really mess with their head so that these guys get kicked out of the house who are there maybe for love, possibly.
Yeah. Good.
I'm going full Shanae. Full Shanae. Make fun of my ass. I don't have one. You can't make fun of something that nobody has. So, we got some questions in, like we said. dtbffpodcast@gmail.com is where you can send all of them. And we got a couple in. One from Catherine Ramadi. Not really a question, just she went on a date. And she says, my date at the Container Store. Hi, guys. I've been meaning...
That sounds like a date we'd make up. That sounds like one of our dates.
That does sound...
I think that's why she's telling us. That sounds like one of our dates, Container Store.
But you have it at your place. So you just wash and dry a bunch of your Tupperware, and then you leave it out on the table, and you walk somebody in, and you pretend your apartment is the Container Store.
Yeah.
Would you like a used trash can? Imagine all the things you could put in there. Do you want to have sex in this Container Store? I've been meaning to tell you about my date recently. He said he would be in my area for only about an hour and that he likes the Container Store. Okay. So we could. Yeah. I like the Container Store. Who doesn't like the Container Store? Everybody needs things to put in containers. Everyone likes the Container Store.
I'm going to be in your area for an hour, and rather than just see you, I'd like to do something also. And I love the Container Store.
I got packages to deliver. Do you want to stand in line at the at FedEx with me? I thought he was kidding, but he said no, and he thought there might be a bench in there we could sit on. What is he, Forrest Gump?
But why would there be a bench in the Container Store for you to sit on? Like you need to rest? I've seen too many containers. Can I take a minute? Because I want to see more. But I'm running. My legs are fucking shot.
There's so many aisles. There's too many aisles, really. Should put a lid on how many aisles there are in this container
I can't
store.
think of a store that I've been in recently that has a bench in it.
Yeah, unless you're at the mall, I would assume like, yeah, maybe there's a bench at the mall. Maybe there's a water fountain we can flick some quarters in, and you can wish to be anywhere else but here.
Yeah, totally.
There's a bench. This guy didn't think this through at all. For a guy who loves the Container Store, he's like, there may be a bench. I don't really remember, but I do love the Container Store. Okay. So all my girlfriends thought he was kidding, and maybe he just wanted to make that a place to meet and then go somewhere from there. But no, I was waiting where the gadgets are by the front of the store, looking out the window, and then he showed up, and we picked up our baskets, and we strolled around talking about our life a little bit while he complained that he forgot his measuring tape.
This fucking guy.
How far into the store do you think he got before he was like, oh, fuck. My measuring tape. What's the matter? I forgot my goddamn measuring tape. Oh, it's okay. It's just the Container Store. You have no idea how mad I am right now. You have no idea. This is my Legoland, and I can't deal. I bought some files, and he bought some storage items. It actually was a very safe environment to chat and be friendly, so really not a bad date at all. But I have to admit, we haven't had a second date, probably because this one was so boring. Anyway, I thought of a name for our cult members. Maybe we could be the Blockers. Love you, Catherine. And then she sent an image, and it is, oh my God. It's a corner-to-corner cut sandwich. God damn it, Catherine.
That's it.
You know what? I'm glad he took you to the Container Store now.
I love it.
I hope you had a hard time. Hate it. I hope you had a hard time eating that sandwich, and then you didn't have a container to put the rest of it in.
When this podcast eventually explodes on itself, I'm going to start the Corner to Corner podcast.
People are going to think it's a sex podcast.
It's a podcast. It's a podcast just about sandwiches.
And I'm going to start a rival one called The Middle Way. And you and I will be guests on each other's podcast.
Yeah. Perfect.
It'll be the same episode 100 times. Oh my God, Catherine. Hopefully you go on a more exciting date next time. Now we got another one in. This one's got an actual question. It's a pretty serious one. This one comes from Jenny. Jenny says, body issues and attractiveness questions. Hey, love the podcast. I'll start with something a male friend said to me years ago. For some guys, the most important thing is a pretty face, and they don't mind some extra pounds. For other guys, the face isn't important as long as they have a killer skinny body. True. Thoughts? Personally, I do think this is true, in my humble opinion.
Think that that's true.
Yeah, she wants to know if what that guy said is true.
A pretty face, or a girl without a pretty face and a banging body. I don't know. I've never broken it down like that.
Yeah, I don't. People are attracted to whether they like to admit it or not, are attracted to the whole of what you are as a person. So they could be attracted to your killer body, or they could be attracted to your beautiful face or whatever. But they're also, if you have a voice that's grating on them or a sense of humor that doesn't click with them, there's like your smell, the way that you interact, your body language. There's a whole multitude of things. Like they can start off going like, ooh, I like her body and I like her face, and then the rest is getting to know your personality. And then
completely. So
I think he's wrong.
Yeah, I think he's wrong too.
Yeah. For several years, I've been on the curvy side of normal, generally in all the right places, voluptuous, and men have always been very attracted to me. During 2 years of COVID and after a bad car accident last summer, which I'm still seeking treatments for and healing, I've put on even more weight. I'm completely horrified and have trouble even looking at myself. Part of the issue is not being able to exercise or even go walking, but hopefully soon. Growing up, I was always the pretty one and early on very thin and had people, even couples, all over me. There were always expectations and still are. I'm not allowed to get old and a little fat. There's something even worse in that. My worth was always about my appearance and still is, I hate to say. Believe me, I've been working on this my entire life. I don't wish to be vain. I just want to be clear about everything, my conflicts. That being said, in the last few years, dating again after a long relationship, my feeling was, I just need to get out there. I'm wonderful, be myself, proactive, and be brave, etc. And yes, I got many dates and a good amount of sex that I desperately needed. Men were still attracted to me and found me quite sexy. Now, flashing forward to post-COVID and post-car accident, I'm even heavier. I'm 5'7", 52 years old, and a good 50 pounds overweight. Ugh, not looking forward to trying to get this off. How long is that going to take? Sans lipo, I do believe you have to try to be cute and not slovenly. No Mama June action, pre-surgery. Can I say that? I don't want to be mean or hypocritical, but feel free to cut that. Thanks.
I don't know what that means.
Who's Mama June? Is that from Gilbert Grape?
No, Mama June was Honey Boo Boo's mom. A large woman.
I never watched that show.
No, I didn't either.
Okay.
He was easily in excess of 300 pounds. Easily.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. The real questions are, how overweight is too overweight? 20 to 30 pounds is okay, but no more if you're cute, sexy, endearing, and make an effort. Is it okay to mention to your dates, if you like them, or even in your profile, something to the effect of still making life changes after COVID times and healing from a car accident? Recent years have been challenging. I'm reinventing, working to become my best self, and looking forward to new adventures. I mean, basically, I want to say I'm not always this fat. I plan to lose it. I'm still awesome. Give me a chance. But you know that doesn't sound so good. And yes, I know there's a lid for every pot, but I don't want my lid opportunities to be too few. That expression doesn't really fill me with much hope. Never has. We all know weight does matter. So how should this be handled? Should I just wait to meet someone in person so they can get my vibe? Would I scare someone away unnecessarily by warning them ahead of time? Online, I describe myself as curvy/buxom and not misrepresenting, but don't have good, more recent body shots. I'm working on it. Do men ever think I'm definitely attracted to her? She's pretty, has awesome big natural tits, and has a great personality. We can take care of those extra pounds. I myself am not bothered by extra weight on a man as long as I feel attracted and we're not too fat between us that we can fuck. Sorry, this is a little long. Big kiss to you guys and thanks. XOXO Jenny.
So what's the actual question?
The question is essentially, do guys ever see a picture of a big woman that they find funny and attractive and think to themselves, hey, we could always just work on getting those pounds off. I'm going to start dating her now. And then eventually, we'll get her down to the size that we both find attractive or I find attractive. Do guys think like that?
Fuck, I don't know. I wouldn't presume to think I could work somebody into shape.
You don't want that fucking guy. Let's be very, very real here, Jenny. You don't want a guy that looks at you as a project, that you're a house under construction.
Yeah, and that there's a goal weight that you should be at.
the goal weight should be whatever it is you want to be at. What do you want to be at? So try and hit that goal weight. And in the meantime, start dating. And if you want to bring it up, weight it sounds like to you, weight matters about yourself. It sounds like you're very, 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 very self-conscious, and at the same time doing your best to own it. You know, you're being upfront about who you are, while at the same time putting a lot of pressure on yourself to be cute and talk positively about the positive aspects of your body. And you seem like you're a very funny, smart person. So on top of that, a guy is going to look at your body, look at your face, hear the words coming out of your mouth. And if that all clicks for them, they're not going to go, hey, let's, after we're done fucking, why don't we go for a walk, maybe a jog, and then maybe we'll do some of that. You want to get into CrossFit?
Can I talk to you about keto? You know, I'd love to talk about keto.
Yeah, maybe get like gluten-free noodles.
But also, I don't like the idea of trying to cut people off at the pass by posting something on your profile where you're like, I'm under construction.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Trying to make the most out of myself. Like, I think we're all trying to make the most out of ourselves. I mean, I personally am overweight right now and struggling with it to get it off. Sure. And I don't like it. But I'm also not tearing myself down every day because of it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just a fact. That's all.
Yeah, I have terrible metabolism. I've had it my entire life. And now if I skip days I threw away pretty much all my large clothes. I'm rocking straight mediums, and I put a shirt on the other day and I was like, oh no, it's much tighter than it was a week ago. Fuck. And I was like, God damn it. So I just like got back on the train, because you'll fall off. But that's just for me, you know. And I've met women in very recent past. They don't give a shit. That's all for me. You know, they see my body. I try to, you know, I get self-conscious and I'll take my shirt off. I try to take my shirt off with confidence, but I'll still get a little, you know, residual fat kid self-consciousness.
I try not to take my shirt off. Especially for showers.
Do you rub a bar of soap? So do you pull the bottom of your shirt up and rub underneath it?
No, I just rub the soap through.
Do you have a shower shirt?
And shower pants.
I didn't know Greg was so ashamed. Yeah, if you think you need to put up a bunch of warning signs about yourself to attract a guy, and then you find a guy who sees that and goes, oh, cool, that's the wrong guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want that guy, because then imagine what happened. Imagine you get down the road with a guy like this and you've lost your ideal goal weight for the both of you. Like, you're doing it for not only yourself, but also for this guy. And then, you know, maybe you go through a spout like we all do, where you get a little lazy and you start gaining some weight. I imagine what that guy's going to say when you start to gain weight in the relationship. If he's already cool with you being somebody he can fix, it feels like somebody would then dominate how you eat and when you exercise. And that would put an immense amount of pressure on you. That's not a healthy relationship to want to start. So unless you just want to fuck a guy like that, then whatever, then there's no real personality when it comes to sex. But at the same time, you know, I would avoid those people at all costs.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, just be real, and just post pictures of yourself that make you feel confident and beautiful, and then the confidence is going to radiate through the conversation, and people are going to find you attractive no matter what your body type is. I mean, we've said it before. Weight is in our head. I know the society places a lot of, but that's also on us. We feel like we need to be a certain way to attract other people, but that's because we want to be a certain way.
Yeah.
So
Completely.
don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it. We'll be right back.
This mean song, the theme song for What Does This Mean song. We'll read a self-help quote, and they're definitely not memes. Memes are something completely different than quotes. Quotes are supposed to help you through all the bullshit in your life. And memes are like that poster of that cat hanging from a tree, and it says, hang in there, baby, or Mondays, am I right? Mondays, am I right? So if you can think of a different title, then we'll probably change it.
Woo! We're in it to win it.
Oh, man. People love our high energy.
High energy, Kane and Greg coming at you for What Does This Mean? Where did this energy come from? Because you didn't hear it in the first segment, but fuck, we're in a whole new segment, bitch.
I fell straight asleep in the first segment. As did most of our listeners.
Woo! Not today, baby. We're in the fucking What Does This Mean segment. I got a shot of adrenaline. I'm like Batman. I'm fucking ready to kick the shit out of somebody with inspirational quotes.
Mm-hmm. Also kick the shit out of them, but not kill them. Batman doesn't kill anybody.
But he mushes faces. Boy, does he turn faces into puddles. Okay, so we got a few in from some listeners over on our Discord. Hey, did you guys know we have a Discord? Go to the Discord and sign up over there and join the community. Tim D43 put one in that says, if you can't laugh at yourself, everyone else will.
Is that right?
No.
Does that seem right?
It's terrible.
Everyone will laugh at you if you can't laugh at yourself.
I mean, I
can laugh at myself.
Yeah.
But people still laugh at me.
I mean, people laugh at me all the time, and I'm always laughing at myself.
Yeah.
So I do dumb shit constantly. I got whiplash the other day babysitting. That's how dumb I am. And my sister laughed and laughed and laughed. I thought I had a concussion. I fell down. My nephew had spilled a bunch of coffee, and I made a smoothie and put it on my couch. So I cleaned up the coffee with a wet rag. Then he starts gunning for the smoothie, and I wasn't thinking, and I ran as fast as I could to stop him from getting the smoothie. I slipped on the wet floor and cracked my head on the back and gave myself whiplash. And I've had a stiff neck. And then when my sister came back, she was like, I was gone for an hour. You're an idiot. And she laughed at me. And I was like, I know, right? And she goes, no, seriously, you're a fucking idiot. So she laughed at me, even though I was able to laugh at myself.
Yeah.
Okay. No to that one. Fej says, if your friends can't fuck with you, who can?
That feels like a threat.
All right. What's up with our listeners?
Yeah. Also, my friends can't fuck with me.
No. Wait, why can't they?
Because I don't like it.
Wow, touche. It's hard to argue with that. Okay. The Alan Brand sent one, and he prefaces it with saying, wow, that got dark real quick. And it says, as you waste your breath complaining about life, someone else is breathing their last. Appreciate what you have. Be thankful and stop complaining.
I hate memes that tell you to be grateful.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely.
Some days you got to get pissed.
Some days you feel like complaining, and that's the only way you're going to get through it.
Yeah, quit telling me that I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
I should be appreciating and loving everybody. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, exactly. Every day I got to be thankful and appreciate. What if I'm getting currently fucked over? I can't complain about that. Well, at least I'm not dying. I am penniless. But at least I can breathe. Fuck you.
Yeah. Every day is a gift, all that shit.
Yeah. So our listeners had some shit to say about it. Verge says, I have a tattoo that says somebody said that life isn't fair while somebody else was saying a prayer, meaning we're complaining about every little thing while others are fighting for their life.
What is going on? Is it what's going on in the Ukraine? Is that what's got everybody
I think
all
so.
Twisted up?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Putin running around acting like an insane person for his entire dictatorship. I think everyone's a little freaked out. Emily says, that's like saying, oh, you're bummed about getting in a car accident. Well, be grateful because some people don't even have a car. Very true. By the way, I also posted this and I said, what are your thoughts on this meme? And I posted a poll. Is it helpful or no thanks? And 69% of our audience said no thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Which makes sense. Anonymous Martin, or now known as just Martin, for some reason, this reminds me of that meme of a picture of a hot woman that says, no matter how hot she is, someone somewhere is sick of her shit.
Hello?
I also think that can apply to anybody too. Just a hot girl. Okay. Well, speaking of Martin, first of all, on the Discord, people will send pictures, thirst trap pictures, animal thirst trap pictures, and then they will take pictures of their sandwiches. And Monica posted a picture of her sandwich cut corner to corner.
Corner to corner.
And says, just made my teenage son, who is a very picky eater, a sandwich for lunch and cut it the classy way. Classy in all capitals, which is also very, very classy of Monica. He can't be seen eating a sandwich cut like it's for a toddler. And I commented under the picture, gross. And then Martin said, how can someone who is so right about pillows be so wrong about sandwiches? And I said to Martin, don't talk about Monica like that. But then, coming out of nowhere, like a beacon, like the bat signal, to remind all you corner eater motherfuckers that I'm in the shadows, all right? I'm in the darkness. You don't know where I'm at. Cut your sandwich corner to corner, but I might be there to pounce. Cut it the right way.
Oh, no.
Much in the way of the Batman, because Ariana sent a fucking video of Gordon Ramsay making a sandwich, and he cuts it down the middle. He even makes it a point to say that he won't cut it corner to corner because that's for posh motherfuckers, bitch-ass rich people that think they're better than everybody, sociopaths who cut it from the corner. And he goes, not in my world. You know, I live blue collar. I got yelled at every day to be the man I am, and I always eat my sandwiches down the middle. Gordon fucking Ramsay cut his goddamn sandwich down the middle. Fuck you. Woo!
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You were saying something.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Can you not hear genius when it's being spouted at you? Is that the problem?
So sorry, man. I was in a deep nap. Listen.
Uh-huh.
Gordon is a Scotsman.
What's your point? And?
The Scots have never gotten it right.
How dare you talk about the Scottish like that? How dare you? You wouldn't survive a second in Gordon Ramsay's world. I, on the other hand, will be his Robin. I know I started this off saying I was Batman.
Yeah.
I don't mind being Nightwing. I don't mind being on his side, cutting my sandwich the same way, telling everybody else they could fuck off. He's beautiful. His blonde hair and his.
But he gave it away by saying posh people.
Yes.
Which are better people.
How dare you? How dare you
better
talk
people.
about? How dare you talk about us blue collar schmoes that way? You're not better than us. Not better than the middle way guys. I am now very interested to know if our audience has anything to say about this Gordon Ramsay thing. Because what's also very funny, what's also very, very funny, I don't like how I don't like, and at the same time, I do like how well our audience knows us at this point in this juncture of our career. Because Cerrucci goes, she sees the video that I posted on the Instagram and says, "Dear God, Kane is going to be insufferable now." And you're fucking right, Cerrucci. You're absolutely right. Now, anytime somebody sends me a cut down the middle sandwich after this episode airs, Gordon Ramsay, that's the only thing you're going to get texted back. The moment I see a fucking diagonal cut sandwich, a picture of Gordon Ramsay's stern fucking wooden face is coming at you. Yeah, I'm so jacked up now.
No, I mean, like it would have mattered when Hell's Kitchen was doing well.
Hell's Kitchen is still on the air.
But now, I mean, it might as well be that fat Southern woman that got in trouble for mouthing off. What was her name? The cook?
Paula Deen.
Paula Deen. It might as well be Paula Deen. Who cares?
What are you talking about?
Who cares?
She's an antebellum party thrower, okay?
Yeah.
Do not compare her to the incomparable Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, it might as well just be her.
No, it's not. You're grasping.
This has all the relevance of an episode of Chopped.
Chopped is still a good show. What the fuck is happening? Chopped is a good show.
The amount of screaming that you have to do shows me that I'm still right.
No, that's not how Gordon Ramsay screams, and he's very, 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 very successful.
I can't argue with how successful he is. That doesn't mean he hasn't fucked up his sandwich. Not everything he does is perfect, and his sandwiches are wrong.
Okay.
I've never seen in all the years that I've watched Gordon Ramsay, I've never seen him make a sandwich.
Well, you just did. Okay.
So it doesn't really matter.
It matters to me.
He doesn't make sandwiches. He doesn't sell sandwiches.
He made a sandwich. He owns a restaurant. If this dude knows anything, it's food and sandwiches. That's what he knows.
No, he doesn't know sandwiches. He's not.
Of course, he knows sandwiches. Why wouldn't he know sandwiches? Yes, he does. Yes, of course. No. Why wouldn't he know sandwiches?
It's not his thing. He's a cook.
That's what cooks make sandwiches.
Cooks don't cook sandwiches.
Yes, they do. They gotta cure. Yes, they do. They gotta cure the meat. Pickle.
No,
they gotta pickle the fucking cucumbers.
Ramsay's never done any of that stuff.
Yes, he has.
No, he doesn't cure meat.
Why wouldn't he? I feel like I'm living in the
Twilight Zone.
Else. No, it isn't.
Done by somebody else.
It was done by him first, and then maybe he's got a staff. Maybe he's got a pickle guy.
The people that butcher ham cure it. They don't send it to him raw, and then he cures it. And he doesn't pickle. No.
Why wouldn't he pickle? I bet he knows how to make his own bread, pickle. I bet he can cure. I bet he can butcher. This man, he's a jack of all trades.
He doesn't know how to make a sandwich.
He knows how to make a sandwich. He made a sandwich. He made it.
No.
He made the sandwich.
You can be great and be missing something.
Yes, you're right.
You can be great and be wrong. Like you can be Rafa Nadal and maybe your slice isn't great or your net game.
If this
but still be a 21-time champion. Ramsay's a champ. He makes sandwiches like a chump.
He makes sandwiches like a champ. If we were talking about pillows, and then we just look and we see Gordon Ramsay talking about the right amount of pillows, then yeah, I'd have no leg to stand on. Who gives a fuck what Gordon Ramsay thinks about pillows? He's not in the pillow game. It's not like he has a pillow business. He didn't build his empire off the backs of pillows and cotton and thread and needles. He built it off of ingredients that you slam together to make sandwiches.
No.
That's what he is known for.
I'm super comfortable with my opinion.
Good. I'm glad. And I don't care either. This stern voice I have is from something else. Whatever, man.
This is exactly what Clayton sounds like at the end of The Bachelor.
Don't spoil it. And also, don't say that. I don't want to have Clayton energy, you fuck. Okay, moving on. I have one here that says, if an egg is broken from the outside, life ends. If broken from an inside force, life begins. Great things always begin from the inside.
That's a long walk.
Yeah, but if you smash an egg with a hammer, you could cook it and then put it on a Gordon Ramsay sandwich. What's up?
You don't want to go down that path.
Don't fucking shake your head at me, Pat. I don't look. I'm already getting it from all angles. I need you to be on my side one time. One time. You've done it once in like 17 episodes recently, and that was when I wanted you to be covered in blood and hang out at my house when I have dates at my apartment, wearing a sailor hat, licking a fucking popsicle. And you're like, yeah, I'll do that. And then I go, hey, isn't it cool that Gordon Ramsay in the sandwich? And you're like, Kane is so ridiculous. Okay. Whatever, man. Pat, what do you have?
I've got just a bunch of real short ones here. That's not a storm. That's consequences.
That's not Bill. That's Dave. Who cares?
That's not Bill. That's Dave. Oh, shit.
I've also got don't grow up. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Yeah, that's all right. I don't mind it.
Don't grow up. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah. Okay.
And then lastly, forget what I said. It's not what I meant. Harry Styles.
Harry Styles?
Harry Styles.
Man, those Harry Styles quotes gets me every time.
That, by the way, is such a meaningless nothing quote, and I don't like how excited you got when you heard it was Harry Styles. If he would have said it was Fred Durst, you would have taken a shit in a bag and sent it to him in the mail. But it's Harry Styles, so it's good.
Wow. What's happening to you today on the show is intense.
I really thought I'd get some semblance of like pullback from you after the Gordon Ramsay thing.
Because I love Gordon Ramsay.
Yes, you love him. You bring him up all the time.
I just watched his show, Next Level Chef.
Is that good?
Yeah. So it's another cooking show. It's not a whole lot different than anything else.
Oh, man.
People compete in the kitchen. At once do they make a sandwich?
Now you haven't gotten to sandwich episode. Going back to the sandwich real quick, since we're already on the subject, I got a message from Caroline. Caroline says to my personal Instagram, okay, I'm a few days late, but oh my fucking God, you gave me a shout out on the show. I can officially die happy, which was really, really sweet. And I said, I'm glad. Does this change on how you cut your sandwiches? And she says, never.
Incredible.
Staying strong. Listeners. Okay, so Samantha Galloway said, listeners should be called Dillagaffs. It stands for, do I look like I give a fuck? There's a song about it. It's pretty okay.
It's pretty okay.
It's pretty okay. Like this
Pretty
show.
okay.
Pretty,
Do I look like I give a fuck?
Do I look like I give a fuck? Call me a Dillagaff.
I don't know that Dillagaff's gonna stay.
Yeah, Dillagaffs, there's too much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also we do give a fuck.
Yeah, we give a fuck about you.
We care about you.
We care about
The
you guys. The listener.
We care about the listener.
We care about you, the listener.
Yeah. We used to, on my old podcast, we would call them the customer.
The customer. Were they always right?
The customers were, a lot of the time they were right.
Oh, man.
Not like on this show, where the customer's usually wrong.
Customer's usually wrong. For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Segment 3. What's up? We're in
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
one. Good one. Yeah.
Woo! I'm sorry that we forgot about our energy at the beginning, but we're on a bullet train right now.
Have you seen the trailer for Bullet Train?
I have. It looks ridiculous.
I can't decide. I thought it was. I don't. It doesn't know. I don't know if it looks great.
Yeah, I feel like Brad Pitt is going to be accidentally good at fighting the entire movie. Like he's just like this dopey foreigner on a bullet train. There's a movie like that where it's just a bunch of Smoking Aces, where there's like a bunch of assassins going after one thing.
Yeah.
And that was also just okay.
And there was a Colin Farrell assassins go after each other one too.
Yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was that one called? Yeah, you're right.
What was that called? 8? It was like 8. It was a number. Okay, it doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit about this Colin Farrell movie. I apologize.
Assassin movie. Sorry, I need to know now. In Bruges? No.
No.
That's not it.
That's a good movie, though.
Dead Man Down?
No.
No. All right. Well, it doesn't matter.
It's like 8 total assholes or something.
Anyway, yes, I don't know if that's going to be good. I can't tell, but I like Brad Pitt and I want to watch him and stuff. I like him more now than I have in a while.
He's in the new Sandra Bullock movie.
Yeah, which looks like, I'm going to call it right now and say that the moment we see him in the trailer is the only moment he is in the movie. He gets killed, and then the rest of the movie is Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum having to figure it out themselves.
Yeah.
That's my call. That's what I think is going to happen. And I definitely want to see it.
It could be funny, though. It could be a funny movie.
Yeah, it looks good. I like Bullock a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. So I don't even know if she even really needs it because she's so famous and wonderful and hilarious. But my friend, our mutual friend, Taylor Tomlinson, has a special out on Netflix called Look at You. It came out March 8th and it's streaming right now. So guys, go check it out. Go check out Taylor Tomlinson's new special.
Yeah, we should have her on the show.
We definitely should. Yeah, I'll see what she's up to.
I'm sure she could use the help.
Who couldn't? Greg, you have been complaining nonstop for many episodes now that you don't get any messages, which I think is total baloney.
No, it's true. I really
Wow.
don't get that many, but then I do. It depends. See, sometimes I think they're just questions that people are asking just because, like, they don't listen to the podcast. They just are asking questions. I never know if it's podcast related or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided to read this one because I'll make it anonymous, but it's a good one. Hey, Greg, so I've been talking to this guy for roughly a month and a half that I met on a dating app. He lives 30 minutes from me, but doesn't want to meet in person because he wants to, quote, take things slow. Is he really taking things slow, or is he just not interested? And my answer to that is that he's not interested.
Yes.
A month and a half.
A month and a half, and he doesn't want to, like, you could take things slow in person.
How much slower can it go than that?
Exactly. A month and a half.
It's already rolling down a hill backwards.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. If I'm into you, and if I'm into you and I still want to take it slow, then I would still go out and meet you in person. I've had that where I needed to take it slow with somebody to really feel them out, and then, you know, ultimately decided against dating, but I still met up with them.
I can't reiterate this enough. I wish I could inject this into people like a virus.
Mm-hmm.
But people who are interested in you act interested.
Yes.
They do what people who want to be together would do. They want to be together.
Yeah.
They want to see you. They want to meet you. They want to talk to you. They want to spend time with you. They don't want to put parameters on everything. They may want to go slow, which we always recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Although we're not against a fuck buddy. But I think it's really important for people to, like, get, you know, so that you're not wasting your time for a month and a half with a guy.
Right.
You know,
a month and a half is too long of a time to just be sitting around texting with a person and not meet up with them, or not even make a concerted effort to then do that.
Right.
You know, like, I was talking with a girl who was a little bit long distance. And I was like, yeah, when I get to where you live, then I think, you know, let's meet up. But at the time I also had said, I don't know if I'm really into dating right now, but I also still we were talking and being intimate. And so I thought it would be a good idea to at least meet up. And it's not that we didn't have chemistry. We had really good chemistry, and it was really nice. And I could see dating that person, but I also wasn't there. I wasn't able to really, I didn't want to start dating and get into a relationship because that I knew I wasn't going to be fully invested in, and it had nothing really to do with her. That was all on me. But I still fucking made an effort with her, and I told her how I was feeling and when I was feeling it, and because I did like her. And then but it went nowhere. But I also made it a point to let her know that too. So
yeah,
you know, it's not that hard. It seems difficult, but it's not that hard to just tell people what you're feeling. If everyone is as transparent as possible, then you can, and everybody knows where the fuck you are, so we don't have to keep telling people, hey, he's just not that into you. Just fucking say, I'm not into you. Stop texting with this girl. How lonely are you?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. I think sometimes people are really lonely, so they cling to whatever they have or whatever they're getting because they're hoping it'll turn out in some way, or there's going to be, like, they're going to text me and I'm going to say, oh no, he's priming the pump. He's really doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I had to write her back, and I just said, it's not good that he doesn't want to get together. And then she wrote back, darn it.
Yeah.
I mean, the bulk of my coaching calls are, yeah, this isn't working. You know, I mean, and I love being able to get people through that, but that is the bulk of what people want to know. And people want to know how I cut my sandwich.
No.
I coach people.
Well, they all, yeah, Greg coaches people. And what's funny is that telling somebody that the person they are calling about or are writing in about or are talking about is they're not into is not an easy answer to give. It seems easy, but in all reality, you're giving people information they don't want to hear themselves. They don't want to hear that a person they're interested in and felt like they made a bond with isn't interested. But if you really put down all of these complaints you're having about a person and you find out, and then someone tells you, yeah, it just doesn't sound like they're into, people don't want to hear that.
No.
But what people want to hear is, oh, you need to make more of an effort. And then you find yourself in a twin flame scenario where we're bilking you for all of your time and all of your money to get you to find the person that, when we have no idea what type of connection you have. Whenever you talk to somebody about your issues or your problems with somebody you're interested in, or even your infatuations, when you come to us, we can't feel what you're feeling. We can only surmise based on the information you give us.
Yeah.
So anybody out there that would charge you money to tell you, oh, you really, yeah, you guys have something passionate and fiery, I can tell, go for it. They're fucking snakes. They're trying to just bilk you for your money.
That podcast, by the way, every week, the crazy gets ratcheted up, and you don't think it can get any crazier, and then they cut you off, so you listen again the next week to see how crazy it is. It's really well done.
It is, and I have emotional blue balls because that fourth episode, that fourth episode was so short. I needed more. I needed it.
I was I was out on a hike and I was like, how can this be over already?
Yeah, I was fucking pissed. I was like, give me more. I was so mad at the podcast for doing that. I'm like, fuck you, Wondery. You give me the rest of the story. You give it to me now.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Spoiler alert real quick for Twin Flames. Actually, no, never mind. No spoilers. Go listen to Twin Flames.
Yeah.
Episode 4 is the moment, and Greg knows what I'm talking about. Greg knows what I'm referencing. But the thing that these people, the guys who run it, think of themselves, they're dating coaches, essentially. And to say the thing he said about himself out loud,
unreal.
How did it not shut down immediately?
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyway, yeah, listen to Twin Flames. It's amazing.
It's amazing. Should we do a Reddit?
Yes. All right. Reddit remix. Reddit remix. Upset at girlfriend's silly excuses when I am driving 2 hours to see her and she doesn't drive to me ever. I need advice. My girlfriend and I were dating for about a year when she moved 2 hours away for her job. Since then, I am the only one who ever drives to see her because she doesn't like driving. She recently drove 6 hours by herself to go to NYC to visit a friend. I confronted her and she refused to discuss it. I was supposed to visit her this weekend and was halfway there when she texted me that she had to grocery shop and do other personal things tomorrow, so I should just turn around. Frustrated, I broke up with her over text in response to that text, and she immediately called and started begging for me to come, and she was actually free and was just depressed at the moment. I told her I was going to have to think about it, but I was really frustrated, and if she wants to see me, she can drive her ass to my place because I'm done wasting my time. She said she hates driving when I reminded her that she was more than willing to drive to New York City. I told her if she doesn't come see me this weekend, our relationship is over and my Venmo payments to her will cease immediately. Help, please. What? What was that?
Incredible. Just drops it in at the end.
What the fuck?
Is she Russian?
What the fuck? What the hell just happened? Pat, what did you just do to me?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're getting scammed. You're getting scammed. I mean, it's right there. You're getting fucking scammed.
There's no way that everybody reading this didn't just go, Venmo payments.
More info. How'd you meet? For reals, have you been on a date? Have you actually been in person? Like, he says he drives up there, but he doesn't recant any stories about how he what they do or how they're a couple. What?
My Venmo payments.
And my Venmo payments will cease. And then help, please, is at the very end. The help, you help yourself. Stop sending this woman Venmo payments. I need to know how much they are, what they're for. What are they for? What do you write in the little caption?
Yeah.
What are the emojis?
Well, we know she buys groceries.
She definitely buys groceries. She was, hey, don't come to my house. I got to do some personal stuff and grocery shop. I'm on the road. You know I'm on the road. Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, well, then I think we should break up. Also, I'm going to stop sending you money. She has a job. She drove to New York City, and she has a job.
And he doesn't know why. He doesn't know why. She doesn't know
why. Won't tell him why. You're getting scammed. It's pretty egregious. She's not even hiding it. And that's all the information. That's all the information. My Venmo payments will cease. That's how he ends it. This guy's kind of an idiot. That's what that's how does this, he's the worst storyteller. The worst storyteller I've ever heard.
Or he's pretty great because he just threw that at the end.
Yeah.
Like, that's the cliffhanger.
Yeah. He's like, it's like Sixth Sense. The first time you see Sixth Sense, you're like, holy shit. And you need more. And then that's it. And then that's the end of that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, you're definitely getting scammed, and your relationship is not, it's nothing. It's not a relationship. This girl is bilking you for all of your money. So stop sending people Venmo payments. I don't send people Venmo payments for no reason.
No.
Anytime
you can send me a Venmo payment for no reason. No. Don't forget.
That's true. Wait a minute. Is this story about Greg?
I wrote into Reddit. I've never even been on Reddit. No, I did go on Reddit once. Yeah. But I don't go there. Do you guys go to Reddit?
I went on Reddit. Well, he goes on Reddit.
Yeah, I have to for research, but God, I wish I didn't.
Yeah. I went to Reddit because at the end of the Batman, there is they flash at the very, 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 very end, they flash a website. So I went to the website, and there is a brand new Riddler cipher that you can download, that I then got the download, and then I went to Reddit because somebody had figured out some of the letters that correspond with the Riddler's hieroglyphics or whatever they're called. So there's a whole key, and then you basically have to fill in the blanks with what word you think they are. You're essentially doing Wheel of Fortune, and that's what I went to Reddit for. And I was up till 2 a.m. doing it.
And what does it say?
It says, "Oh, you think this is over? but it's only just begun or something like that. Something is coming, and that was the tease for the next movie. And the Penguin is getting his own show, and the Gotham City cops are getting their own show on HBO. So they're pulling a Peacemaker.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you saw it, Pat? Yeah.
Still have not seen it, but you
can't talk about
Batman.
it.
I know it's a Batman movie. Like, I know what's gonna happen. It's
You don't know nothing. You think you know, but you don't know nothing.
All right, we'll talk about it again later. I haven't been on. Reddit's kind of a cesspool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people go on there just to talk mad shit.
That's where all the conspiracy theories.
I've learned way too much about how awful humanity is by doing my research on Reddit. It's terrible.
Yeah, people are mean.
Yeah, people are awful. But if you don't want to be awful, you can subscribe to this show if you haven't already on iTunes. And you can leave us a review. Give us 5 stars. Tell us what you like about the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you're struggling in your dating, you want to know if somebody's not into you, or you have other fuckers you're taking bullshit from, you want some help with, you can send all that, memes, all of it, to dtbffpodcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Or on our Instagram, DTBFF Podcast. If you want to support the show, throw in $1. You get the video version of this show, as well as bonus episodes. We just dropped a Love is Blind episode where we talked about season 2, and we really go ham on it. And it was a lot of fun. So if you want to check out those bonus episodes, you can go to patreon.com/DTBFF Podcast. I'm at Kane Holloway on Instagram.
I'm at Gregors.
I'm at DTBFF producer Pat.
You can also call into the show. What's that number, Pat?
That number is 323-379-5544.
Don't take bullshit from fuckers.
Fuck
Hey there, if you like the show, you can find bonus episodes and more at our Patreon at patreon.com/DTBFF podcast. And then rate the show 5 stars on iTunes, because it's the right thing to do. All music by the Rating Monarchs, produced by Patrick Kelly.